In this presentation, we'll look at mastering the art of flirting. In this segment, we're diving deep into your flirting toolbox, covering essential elements like eye contact, smiling, body language, tonality, reading the room, emotional awareness, and showing clear intent. These are the subtle yet powerful cues that can transform your interactions and create genuine connections. Eye contact is a fundamental, yet often underestimated aspect of flirting. It's a powerful way to signal interest, not just in the person themselves, but also in the conversation they bring to the table. The key is to make it feel natural and organic. A good rule of thumb is to hold eye contact for about 3 to 5 seconds, perhaps with a hint of a smile. Then subtly break it by looking away, perhaps down at your drink or to the side. This creates a playful tension and electricity, drawing the other person in without being overwhelming. It's crucial to distinguish between engaging eye contact and an uncomfortable stare. While a flirty glance can be held for a few seconds, you don't want to fixate on someone. The goal is a casual, normal demeanor. Look at them when they're speaking and occasionally gently glance away for a moment or two. This breaks the intensity and keeps the interaction flowing naturally. If you struggle with this, practice in a mirror. Observe how your facial expressions change and how even subtle shifts can alter your demeanor. Pay attention to examples of both good and bad eye contact to refine your technique. A genuine smile is incredibly powerful. It makes the other person feel special, like they're doing something right, and can significantly ease any awkwardness, especially on a first date. The most authentic smiles reach your eyes, conveying genuine enjoyment and a sense of safety. This shows you're having fun and are approachable, making you easy to be around and an effective flirt. To master your smile, practice in front of a mirror. Emulate facial expressions from examples of good smiling, and observe the difference between a forced smile and a truly natural one. A real smile is inviting and communicates warmth, making it a vital part of your flirting toolkit. Body language is a huge communicator, often speaking louder than words. People instinctively pick up on visual cues in their environment. When someone is fidgeting, has crossed arms, or avoids eye contact, it often conveys discomfort, anxiety, or a desire to disengage. Crossed arms, for instance, can signal that you are guarded or uncomfortable. Excessive movement or shifting feet might indicate anxiety or an inability to manage emotions. To project confidence and openness, focus on grounding yourself. Take deep breaths and maintain an open posture. Stand with your feet hip-width apart, perhaps with one hand casually in your pocket. During a conversation, a subtle lean towards the person you're flirting with can show interest, especially if they are reciprocating. Then gently pull back to give them space. When first approaching someone, keep your body half open. This maintains personal space while still being engaging, allowing them to feel safe and inviting them to come closer at their own pace. This entire communication happens non-verbally, and people will naturally pick up on these cues. Pay attention to your own body language and how others respond. If people seem to avoid you or don't approach often, you might need to be more open, engaging, and increase eye contact and smiling. Conversely, if people quickly disengage, you might be too intense and your body language needs to convey a more relaxed energy. Practice and observe what works best for you, using examples of both good and bad body language to refine your approach. The lean is a subtle yet incredibly attractive move that many women find sexy. When you're out and about, casually leaning against a wall while flirting projects an aura of casualness and confidence. It shows you're playful and don't take yourself too seriously. Imagine this. You're laughing and flirting, and you casually lean your shoulders against a wall. You look at her, smile, and perhaps put your hands in your pockets, subtly touching your palms together. This draws her attention to how comfortable and self-assured you are in your space. It also subtly draws her attention to your hands, creating a relaxed and confident image in her mind. This can also be applied when sitting, leaning back in your chair with a relaxed smile. The key is to convey ease and self-possession. The lip bite is a powerful flirty gesture, but it's reserved for moments when there's already a clear, developing chemistry. It's a signal of heightened interest and can drive women wild when used at the right time. This isn't a move for the initial stages of flirting, but rather when you're already engaging in playful banter and the connection is undeniable. Here's how to execute it. When you're laughing together, subtly look down, then back up at her and slowly bite your lip, then release it gently. The key is subtlety and a light touch. never too hard or aggressive. This gesture draws her attention to your mouth and lips, creating a suggestive moment that hints at deeper attraction. Remember, this is only effective when there's definite sexual chemistry, and she's clearly responding positively to your advances. You'll see examples of both effective and ineffective lip bites to guide your practice. A smirk is a playful and confident way to express masculine power and initiate seduction. It tells a woman that you are self-assured and know what you're doing. This can be used while she's talking or during a moment of comfortable silence. To master the smirk, practice in the mirror. Observe how your facial expressions change and how your demeanor shifts when you try it. Just like eye contact, there are good and bad examples of smirking, and understanding the difference is key to using this tool effectively. It's often not just what we say, but how we say it. Your tone carries immense information and can convey confidence and groundedness, or anxiety and detachment. Before you speak, take a deep breath into your stomach. This grounds your voice and allows you to speak from your diaphragm, creating a fuller, lower, and deeper tone that carries more power and presence. This also signals that you are listening attentively. When we are nervous, we tend to speak from our vocal cords, resulting in a higher-pitched voice, and we might speak too quickly, using run-on sentences that are difficult to follow. In flirting and dating, avoiding run-on sentences is crucial. Stand firm and grounded in your words. Breath work is essential here. It shows you are relaxed in the moment, allowing the conversation to flow organically, rather than just being concerned with getting your words out. It's okay to pause and slow down, just like telling a story. This can actually draw the other person in, building anticipation for what you'll say next. For an exercise, take some of the flirting examples from earlier and practice saying them in different tones in the mirror. You'll see how a woman might receive these lines differently based on your tonality. Recording yourself and playing it back can also be incredibly helpful for refining your vocal delivery. Listening and paying close attention to what the other person is saying is paramount. They will provide you with the information you need to ask the right questions and engage in playful, creative banter. For example, if you want another date and she asks about your Saturday, you can playfully respond, "This Saturday or the next one? Because the next one will look better if I have you in my schedule." You can find opportunities to flirt in nearly anything she says. Crucially, pay attention to how she responds to these playful remarks with her body language. Sometimes on dates, we can become so hyper-focused on our own performance that we miss the subtle cues. Emotional awareness and reading the room are vital. This includes understanding personal space. The first thing a woman will notice is if you are invading her personal space. You want to gauge when she is warming up to you and coming closer. The magic happens when she starts to invade your personal space. However, always be aware of her personal space, especially when you are just beginning to flirt. Respecting boundaries builds trust and comfort. Typically, if you follow these guidelines, the woman will eventually invade your personal space, signaling her comfort and interest. Showing intention is often overlooked, yet it is extremely important. Without clear intention, you can come across as confused, boring, unsure, submissive, or just a friend. This lack of certainty can make others feel the same way. People pick up on energy and uncertainty, so it's crucial to be clear about what you want. If you're asking someone out, use the word date, so she knows you are clear about your intentions. If you're interested in her, don't shy away from letting her see that you are attracted to her. Being clear, knowing what you want, and not being ashamed to deliver that message shows her you are a man of value and action. When a man shows intent, his chances of success can significantly increase, especially if the initial interaction was 50-50. Women want to feel that the effort they put into looking good was worth it to you. If you don't show intent, most women won't make the first move. You need to showcase why you are there. If you find yourself resisting this or making excuses, it might be because you haven't done it before and don't trust yourself, or you mistakenly think it's a simp move. A simp move is being overly friendly, polite, and bland without ever discovering if there's any chemistry. Successful flirters are great at showing intent because they are unconcerned with putting what they want out there. This doesn't mean you immediately declare your desire to sleep with her or make her your girlfriend. It simply means you are not hiding your attraction and you know what you want. There is nothing wrong with having interest or attraction in a woman. It is not arrogant, rude, or disrespectful. What is disrespectful is violating her personal space or becoming vulgar before building rapport or trust. When you show intent and she responds with positive body language, You can then proceed through the stages of connection we discuss in this program. For an exercise, practice bantering with everyone, including family members and friends. Remember, bantering and flirting don't always have to be sexual. It's a way to communicate, be more likable, entertain, and overcome social anxieties or shyness. By understanding and practicing these key elements, eye contact, genuine smiles, open body language, controlled tonality, emotional awareness, and clear intention, you can significantly enhance your flirting toolbox. Remember, it's about authentic connection and confident communication. Practice these techniques, observe responses, and adapt your approach. The art of flirting is a journey of self-discovery and engaging with others in a meaningful way.